Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lil John Sharns. I'm Alicia. If this is your very first time here, what we like to do is talk about all things crochet and have a little sip of wine or tea or coffee or whatever you're drinking on right now. Right now, I am having a nice tall glass of port. It's been a couple weeks since I've had like some wine in my cup because it's been too entirely too hot. Today is finally a decent temperature in my living room. Let's see what the temperature is where I'm at. So, what's the temperature at where you're at? What time is it? And where are you viewing me from? Let's see, open up my phone. It is 85 degrees, but inside my house, I guess it's still pretty hot. It's still 80 inside the house, but I got the fan going, so I'm not doing too bad. So, how's everybody out there in the world? Let me scroll to the top of my comments. I already see Miss Kathleen here. Sending hugs and kisses to you and all. I'll be sending our whips and finished objects. We have water in our cup. See, she knows exactly what I'm going to be asking. What's up, Life and Stitches? Ah, so exciting. I know I mentioned how to pick up a crochet hat from a donation box in the room I was doing my chemo. I still have that hat where I see it every time I open my closet. That is what I feel like there was more to that one. Whoop, here we go. That is what inspired me to learn crochet. Knowing someone put that kind of love into making something that can make smiles on cloudy days really touched my heart. And actually, saying congratulations to you, I think it was like a couple weeks ago for being a survivor. I'm like, this will be a good live stream about donating hats. So was kind of your fault, not your fault, your inspiration to do this live stream. So cheers to you, Life in Stitches. Oh, and here's my longtime girl. Hi, Alicia. Just woke up here, prepping to go back to work tonight, but plus listen to the live. Wish you all a great night. You too. We got some more of our faves. What's up, everybody? Ooh, 96 at your house. Oh, my girl, Cece. I'm not drinking anything right now. I did this weekend with my friends. Other than that, my arms redislocated, so I'm feeling tired today. I'm sorry. Oh, you can't hook with a dislocated arm. Hi, everyone. I'm from VA, 88 here, but AC got it around 72. I wish I had my AC in here. Oh, how was my vacation? My vacation was wonderful. I had so much fun. I spent my vacation with my boyfriend. We were there a total of 5 days in Atlantic City. I sat on a beach. We sat in the pool. We walked the boardwalk. We had some nice drinks. I I personally gambled a total of $10 and I lost $10. I don't understand slot machines. There are just a lot of lights and whistles. I don't know. So it didn't amuse me none. What else? We went to go see Hell's Kitchen. Love me some Chef Ramsay. I wish I was as good as a cook, but the food at Hell's Kitchen in Atlantic City was delicious. But I had so much fun on vacation. I wish I was back there. That's why you guys didn't see me last week. And if you're just tuning in and you're wondering why I'm talking to so much and you want to know exactly where all these patterns are, they're going to be linked down in the description box below. Hello, my girl. Another one. Actually, everybody in here is like return viewer. So what's up? Hey, Nancy. 63. I'll take a balmy 63 any day. Oh, I got my beach tan on. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, welcome, Lorna B. We got Coca-Cola. Fun times. Oh, did you thank you? Wait. See, if you donate via Facebook, I do not know. So thank you so much. If you do, let me know in the chat so I can make the bubbles go off and the lights blow, and you get to spin the wheel of patterns. So here we go. Well, JoJo Juju, she's like an amazing circular knitting designer, so I don't know if you're wanting my patterns, but here we go. We're going to spin the wheel for you anyhow. See, when it happens on YouTube, it pops up on my screen, so I'm able to see who donated. I can't see on Facebook some full live stream. Thank you so much. You win the sunflower beanie. In order to receive that pattern, well, I can't find you. Well, I actually know how to find you because you're my friend. You can email me at littlejohnyarns@gmail.com to receive that pattern. And another cheers. Ah, Gloria had a birthday. Happy belated birthday to you and cheers. You know what? Let's turn these bubbles back on for Gloria. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gloria. Happy birthday to you. I have a horrible voice, so, but still, happy birthday to you. All right, guys. We are going to be looking at specifically places to donate hats for people who've gone through chemo, cancer survivors, children, whoever who have lost their hair. And these hats would be a perfect thing. There's many places to donate, but this one is specifically for hats. Hats touch my heart because one, hats I love to make, and they're such a quick and easy make. So, where's my script for this? Oh, my singing voice, me, me, me. You're welcome. All right, remember, all these patterns are going to be linked down in the description box below. And the first question that I want to ask you, have you ever been a good Samaritan? If you have, make sure you put a question mark in front of your comment so I know to bring it to the front and we can discuss. So, have you ever been a good Samaritan? Tell me the story. All right, so let me hop into this. The first place where you can donate hats. I'm sorry, I got to get my script up. Ew, I should have been better prepped. Where is it? There we go. This is called number one, Hats for Hope. One such organization is Hats for Hope, a nonprofit organization that collects and distributes crochet hats to cancer centers and hospitals across the country. Their mission is to provide love, support, and warmth to cancer patients during their treatment journey. Through their website, you can find information on how to donate your crochet hats or even start your own local chapter of Hats for Hope. Let's see. I wonder if I'm able to play this. Let me know if you're able to hear. Let me pause and make. I'm going to go back to the comments, making sure I can hear. Can you guys hear the screen? I'm in the comments, just making sure before I play anymore. Can you guys hear? We can't hear. Thank you so much. Okay, let me stop presenting for a second so I can pull up the volume. Share screen, share volume, entire screen. Okay, now I got it. Share. You guys are so patient with me. Thank you so much. Let me hide this. This is all that crap I have to look at behind the scenes. There we go.
I'm 30 years old. I'm from Colombia, and I've been living here in the Central Coast for 2 years.
And I'm Spencer. I'm Tatiana's husband.
I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2019, and it made me feel like life was over. You know, like at the time, I felt like I was really young, and yeah, that everything was my life passed in my
You're
like
too
in
young
front
for
of my
cancer.
yeah, like I'm too young, and this is true. What is this really happening to me? That was a kind of shocking
It's
situation.
unbelievable. Yeah.
My name is Tammy Mayorga. I'm the owner of the Talk of the Town Hair Studio. We are partners with Hat.
Let's see. I wanted to see more about the hat parts. Okay, they also donate wigs too. Hmm, we won't play that whole video. All right. Coming in at number 2 is Heavenly Hats. They offer new hats to cancer patients and other individuals undergoing medical treatments that result in hair loss. These hats serve as a simple yet powerful symbol of hope and compassion, with the intention of bringing brightness to the patient's days and helping them face futures with a smile on their face. Let's see. All you have to do, I have all these places linked down in the description box below on one easy website. For this place, all you have to do is fill out a form. Let's see what their form is. Uh-oh, can't be found. Must click the wrong button. Oh, here's a 1-minute video. We'll watch their 1-minute video.
11 Community Cares is sponsored by and brought to you in partnership with Nicolay National Bank. People reaching out to help those in need. That's what happens when our community cares.
20 years ago, my grandma inspired me to start Heavenly Hats. When visiting her in the
Oh,
hospital, I
man
saw other
started it.
cancer
That's even
patients and wanted to
more
help.
interesting.
Heavenly Hats provides new hats of all kinds to people of all ages who lose their hair due to cancer or other medical conditions. So far, we've given away more than 4.5 million hats to hospitals
Wow.
and clinics across Wisconsin, the nation, and even reaching corners of the world. We want every person to feel warm, comforted, and confident in their new look.
I am so proud of Anthony for what he has done for so many people.
With your support, we look forward to providing millions of more hats in the years to come. I'm Anthony
Look, this
Leana,
is not even
founder of
crochet
Heavenly
hats.
Hats.
Nicolay National Bank.
So remember, make sure you click these links down in the description box and donate. All right. So the question that I'm asking you, have you ever been a good Samaritan? I'll go first. Even though I call myself an introvert, I'm usually off to myself. When something goes down, I usually can't help but step in and help. I've been a good Samaritan a couple times. This last recently time, it was about maybe the end of last summer. I was driving to drop my son off to karate class, or I was on a way back, I forget, but a motorcyclist that didn't have a helmet on, he had crashed. It wasn't a bad one. Luckily, his wife was there. I guess their house was near. So the wife was with her husband, and the husband was on the ground. And I immediately pulled over and I stayed with them as best as I could. I only know first aid. I don't know any medical things. I've worked as a CNA for a good part of my life, but I just stayed just to be a comforting person to the wife and to the husband until the ambulance got there. Uh, Shopping one time, an older person, I think they passed out. So, like I said, I only know first aid, nothing important, but I did over those things. If you ever in like the medical field, but not a nurse and not a doctor, you know those weird first aid videos they make you do. Stop. You go call 911. Take their pulse. Make sure they're okay. Things like that. Make sure nobody's giving them water or moving them too much. So those were my good Samaritan acts. Or if there's like somebody like, typically I only do it for women. If I see somebody broke down on the side of the road, no, I don't feel comfortable doing it for men because I don't know. But if I see a woman broke down, I will stop and help. Maybe because I'm a woman and I'm just always worried about my safety. Okay, let's see. Any good Samaritans out there? What's up, TK? Hey, gang. I love making hats for cancer patients. Finding the softest yarn I can is a fab quest. Kaboo. That's a real nice cotton yarn. Okay, Nancy. Yes, I gave some homeless folks necessary items, shoes, and etc. Cheers to you. Oh, Life and Stitches. I started an Evans box at our local hospital for micro preemies a couple months ago. Cheers to you. Holly Brown. Brown, that's my maiden name. We might be cousins. I just donated 12 inches of hair for cancer patient wigs. Another cheers. That's all right. I figured. Nancy's currently making a mat for sleeping on out of plastic bags. Won't get buggy. I've heard about those where you cut like the plastic grocery bags into strips and kind of weave them into strands of yarn. Let's see. Where to donate? Oh, there's tons of places. I left the link down in the description box for all the places that I'm talking about donating. So you can click on any one that you feel your heart wants to donate to and send them there. Jay says, one Sunday morning on my way to church, I saw a young man running for a bus. Just as he got to the back of the bus, it pulled off. I picked him up, chased, and caught the bus. Next bus was in about an hour. Cheers to you. Oh, that reminds me, this was also the end of last summer. I seen two friends, they were coming out of a thrift store. It's a small thrift store that's not very traveled much, it's in my little local community. And I think she had multiple sclerosis and that she had fell between the curb and the car. And her friend was much older and she wasn't able to pick him up. Me being an eight that I used to be, I immediately pulled over my car. She only weighed like 90 pounds and I just helped her and put her into the car and they were so thankful. And I was just was happy I was able to help. What's up, Caitlin? One Christmas, I was working for Whataburger. I took 200 out of my account and used that to pay for over 50 families' meals. Many of them were thankful, but a few really touched my heart. Oh, there's part two. Because they weren't able to get presents for their kiddos that year after paying for their dinner. Ever since then, I've started making simple dinner boxes for families. I think I like this question. Good Samaritans. My girl Yoli. I don't got your air conditioning going today. It's kind of cool enough in here. If I can help a family in need with things I no longer use in my home, I'd rather give that type of donation instead of tossing things into the garbage or giving it to those donation trucks that they resell. I feel you. I do love what the Salvation Army does and Goodwill. The Goodwill that I've gone into, their stuff is expensive and all of this is donated. It's not as cheap as you think it should be for something that's been war again. My local Goodwill is selling like shirts for $9.99. I feel like Goodwill should be much cheaper for $9.99. Just saying. But I feel you by donating directly to people in need. What's up, Denise? I once helped a lady get her baby out of the car that was hit. Oh, that was probably so traumatizing. Mia was out to dinner. My husband and an older man at another table started choking. Oh, wait. Okay, there's more. I did abdominal thrust maneuver to dislodge the food. I bet that has to be the most panicking thing ever because in your mind, you're like, I just have to get this out because I couldn't imagine somebody, I don't want to think the worst, just in my arms. So cheers to you. Oh, the question was Good Samaritan. Ooh, Alicia, I was hit by a car on the back of a bike at full speed on an interstate. I crawled off and passed out in the grass. I still remember the woman who stopped and was praying over me as I woke. Oh, man, life truly hits you with a car full speed. Did they catch the driver? Did he keep going? Ah, okay. I know there wasn't a question mark, but this goes with her saving the baby from the car. I saw a woman's car flip behind me. Oh, this is a different one. I saw a woman's car flip behind me one morning. I stopped and ran to her. Longest run ever. She was okay. It was a miracle. Ooh, Recollected Goods. These are Good Samaritan acts. I and my school perform annual fundraisers for organizations that take care of pets while battered women get assistance. Pets left behind often bear the brunt of the abuser. They need help too. Cheers to you. And if I'm talking too much and you're wondering where these patterns are, they're linked down, not patterns, these donation places, they're linked down in the description box below. Sarah, I earned the Good Citizen Award at the end of my fifth grade year, mostly because one of my friends was a wheelchair user and I spent a lot of my recess time with her rather than running around. I love all these stories. Caitlin says, same workplace, different scenario. Ooh. A guy in my line was having a seizure. His son didn't know what to do. And since I have seizures, I guided him through it and had my manager call EMS. That reminds me, I had a Good Samaritan do something for me. This was years ago. I was at a drive-in movie theater with my ex-husband at the time, and I started to feel woozy and dizzy at the time, and everything started to get like blurry, and I just remember dropping to the ground. I don't remember much else. But I do remember, I wish I knew this woman's name. She came to me and she was asking me first aid questions like, what did you eat today? Or do you know your name? Do you know where you're at? And I'm like, her voice was so kind. And by the time I started truly coming to it, I'm like, hey, I said these exact words. You're using those first aid techniques on me. I know what you're doing. And it made me chuckle that I actually realized what this woman was doing to me, what I've done to other people, what I've learned to do. Ooh, EJ, I paid for a person's purchase at Target. She was in front of me in line and I just decided to do it. Don't you love when your heart just says, do something, follow it? There's no question marks, but I want to read this from Thrifty Crocheter. My husband Pat died July 2nd from cancer. I appreciate those who make things for cancer patients. I am so sorry for your loss, but I just want to bring attention to your husband because it's always a beautiful day where you can speak his name again and shouldn't be ashamed to do so because that is the person that you loved. Let's see. Okay, it was never resolved. I just wanted to let you know what an impact that you most likely made. Oh, hmm. Caitlin, one of my favorite memories was when I was working in fast food. Someone would pay for the next car and it would continue for the next 15 or so cars behind. All right, we are going to hop back into this roundup of places where you can donate crochet hats for cancer or any type of hats. If you are a sewer or a what's it called? I can't felter, make felt hats, whatever you do. These are places where you can donate, and they're going to be all listed in the description box below. So if you want to continue on with Good Samaritan, you can tell me some of your Good Samaritan acts. Let's see. But I do have another question for you. Hmm. I feel like my other questions are so random. I want to hear some more good things that people have done. Hmm. Okay, we're gonna hop into some crochet stuff, but I still want to hear more about Good Samaritans. All right, this is a crochet question. What is your favorite way to weave in ends? AKA, do you do it as you go? Do you do it at the very end? What is your favorite way to weave in ends? Do you use a needle? Do you use a latch hook? Let me know. Make sure you put question marks in front of it. Like, let's give an example. Like our girl Sarah did. When you do that, I will most likely see your reply. If you don't, I might miss it. All right. I think we're on number 3. 1, 2, 3. Got my script. This one is called Knots of Love. Knots of Love currently distributes to over 590 treatment centers, infusion centers, hospitals, oncology offices, and neonatal intensive care units across the United States. After your handmade items reach Knots of Love, they undergo a thorough inspection, sorting, and tagging and packaging process. They are placed in charming bags adorned with a little red bow, boxed, and then shipped to the recipient's locations and needs of beanies. They'll inform you precisely where each one of your hats or blankets are sent. You'll have the satisfaction of knowing that your efforts are making a tangible difference, spreading love and warmth throughout the world. All right, so you can donate hats and blankets. And what's nice about this, you get to know exactly where your items are going. I think that's an added benefit for us because sometimes it's nice to know like who's exactly wearing your hat. And it's just not cancer either. Look, NICU blankets also. And the links that I have will take you directly to the forms that you have to fill out and the addresses that you have to mail these things to. Oh, they even have free patterns. I wonder if they have are these all crochet? Probably crochet and knit. Let's check it out. I'm looking at this part for the first time also, head size. Oh, if you don't know what to crochet, one, I have a lot of crochet hats. Just Google Little John Johns and hats, or they have a lot of crochet hats on their sites. Beautiful. I think my favorite one, I like this hat personally. This third hat. Ooh, such cute hats. And this one right here. Ooh, and that one. Beautiful hats. All right. Back to me. The questions that I have are, do you have any good Samaritan acts that you ever done? And what is your favorite way to weave in ends? Personally, I do all the ways of weaving in ends. If I am on it, I'll do it as I go so I don't have to worry about doing it later. But more often than not, I'll just leave the ends just wobbly as they are and I do it later. And I like to take, I think I might have it over here. Ooh, just stay with me for a second. Don't run away. Oh, I don't have it. Okay. I like to take this little latch hook that I have. Ooh, get back on my pillows. It's the thinnest little latch hook. I love weaving in ends with that. And I just latch hook it through, grab onto that whatever loose end and weave it through. I also use needles to do it, but more likely I do latch hook. So tell me about yours or your Good Samaritan acts, either one. I really loved hearing those ones. And remember, all these places to donate are linked down in the description box below. Do, do, do. I'm trying to see where I left off. Okay, here we go. Caitlin, I typically crochet over them or weave as I go. Less work and more fun. I know. I need to do that more often. It's the smartest thing to do because weaving in ends, I have to pull my ears out. Ooh. Weaving in ends are my least favorite thing. I will have the project 100%. I guess it's not 100% done. It's like 99% done, except those weaving in ends. And some of the things that I make specifically for YouTube, since when I model it, sometimes I don't even cut off the ends. I just tuck them in the hat and take a picture. I have hats that still have like a long tail left on it because I've been too lazy to weave it in. I just tuck the tail into my hat and wear it as I go. I get lazy. Sarah, I tend to crochet over the ends as I go, so I only have one at the end to deal with. Smarty girl. I usually crochet over them and sew at the end. At the end with a crochet hook. I used to weave in my ends with a crochet hook, but I found for me, get you a real skinny, I think they're called beaters, latch hook beaters. You will thank me. It's just so much easier because when you kind of dig the crochet hook, even a smaller one, sometimes that yarn slips off the hook. You know what I mean? I know you know what I mean. EJ, I've got a basket of items that need to be finished. I'll wait until the basket is overflowing, then pull them out and weave in the ends. I'm trying to do better. I can't be mad at you. Eh, Weaving in the ends is whack. Depending on the project, if it's granny squares, I love granny squares, but the weaving in the ends. I usually crochet them as I go, but the long tails are still left. Oh, let me back to yours. Depending on the project, if it's granny squares, I'll weave in the ends of each square once I have made all the squares before connecting them together. Other projects I weave in as I'm working. Then welcome back. Long time no see. Cheers to you. Oh, from Brazil. Hello. This is Vivian. I'm from Brazil and I made a beret that you posted step by step on your channel. And right now I'm making another order and watching. Cheers to you for making money and thank you for choosing one of my patterns to create something. Thank you. My girl Kathleen, Alicia, I weave in my ends by crocheting over them or with a crochet hook pulling them in and out of my stitches that's already done. Ooh, one of my favorite ways to weave in ends I guess it's not weaving in an end. Let's say you have to add a chain. Let me give an example. I made a crochet bandana, the triangle, but the straps are just the chains. So I had to attach some yarn. Those first three chains, I'll use the loose end and crochet them together. So it's like into the chain. So I don't have to worry about weaving in those ends. Sarah says, I worked at a middle school and I knew I was doing, Good Samaritan. I worked at a middle school and I knew I was doing good work with the kids when, even in the midst of a fight or flight, they calmed down and listened to me. That means you have a gift for the kiddos. Miss Glow, I use a yarn needle, mostly at the ends, but I try to do it as I go, but I be mad when I have to go frog it. Right, and it's weaved in. Oh, good point. Then I have to cut the seam. Yeah, forget that. Let's see. You again. You said sometimes I'll crochet over with the hook. What am I missing? I like using a darning needle or a crochet hook and Good Samaritan. I bought concert tickets for my friends this week for a Billy's Talent Show, a punk rock band that we love since high school. You know what? You guys have fun. You are a good best friend. Let's see. Wait, I'm going to get back to yours. I think I missed somebody right before. Granny, I'm going to get you. I'm willing to donate crochet clothing, hats, anytime crochet helps. Anytime. Crochet helps me with my depression after losing my best friend, husband. I teach people to crochet for free, giving back to God by creating things with your hands. And once again, I am sorry for your loss, but the world is thankful for your gift and your giving. There we go. I run our area's worldwide knit, crochet, and public events, and I use it to take up donations for a variety of charities in my area. I've had the event for 11 years. Cheers. I wish I knew how to organize things like that. Weaving it ends as I go, or I'll never finish it. Wait. I got one from Wanda. I was leaving Gabe's one day. Ooh, I feel like Gabe's is a local store. Not local, like what part of the United States you're from? Because I got Gabe's too. I was leaving Gabe's one day. An amputee in a wheelchair asked for money. I had none, but asked what else I can do. I went to a nearby McDonald's and brought him back a lunch. Oops. Pam, I work at our community. I work at our community charity week every year. We donate over $2 million in the last 25 years to our county's needy people. Amazing. I donate to homeless women's shelters because I lived in one with my 3 kids back in 1984. I want to give back like the wonderful people who helped me at the time. Strong woman. I feel like all of my followers are like awesome, amazing people. And if you would like to help give back by crocheting hats and donating them, just click down the link below and it'll take you to my website that shows you all these places where you can donate your handmade goods. Caitlin says, thinking about starting to teach crafting classes, tatting, crochet, knitting, and sewing. You are multi-craftual. I think I want to pick up tatting. It looks cool. Am I missing anybody? Okay. I've made many hats and received blankets for the NICU and PICU for my local hospital for many years. I also weave my ends as I go. Okay, maybe it's like a East Coast thing. North Carolina. I'm from Pennsylvania. Love it. I think I have too much time on your hands. Know what? You use your time wisely. All right, we're gonna hop back into this uh roundup of places where you can donate crochet hats. The next question that I'm asking, let's say you have granny squares. What is your favorite way to crochet granny squares together? And I would still, if there's somebody else that would like to tell me about their Good Samaritan Act, you can do so in the comments. But both questions, make sure you put a question mark in front of it, just like our girl Caitlin did. I definitely will know that you are answering a question and pull up the front because I don't want to miss anybody's reply. Oh, and by the way, if she is listening, I forget her name. Somebody left me a comment on my Facebook page and apparently my Facebook Messenger and on my YouTube comments, and I completely missed it. They were asking help for a pattern, and I was unable to reach. They were unable to reach me. And I am so sorry. They want to help with a pattern and I wasn't able to get back to them. But they eventually reached me. They let me know, like, Alicia, I am upset with you. I needed help and I couldn't reach you. I am so sorry. And I appreciate everybody who takes the time to do any one of my patterns. And when I can help, I will always try to help. But I know I need to do better with my replying to comments on YouTube and on my Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to get better at that. All right, so back into this roundup. So I hope you're listening. The person that get upset with me, I understand. I want to do better with getting to my comments. All right, this one is, I don't know what number I'm on. I believe number 5. No, this is called Crochet for Cancer. We did Crochet for Cancer. Did we do that one? Let me make sure. Oh, I don't even have that one on my list. There we go, Crochet for Cancer. We did that one. Okay, Delaware Head Huggers. We're just going to go straight to this one. Any cute pictures? I'm going to go to their About page instead. I want to see cute pictures, Delaware. Okay, they don't have many pictures on their site, but I'm going to read a little bit about them. They're a group of crafters throughout the United States, Canada, and England who knit and crochet and sew taps, excuse me. Delaware Head Huggers try to bring some comfort to those undergoing chemotherapy by providing stylish caps to lift their spirits and keep them warm. Let's see what some of the patterns they have. They have a lot of knit patterns that you can do, but they also definitely take crochet hats. Wish I knew how to knit. I can't knit it. My life depended on it. I love the way their like knit looks. Gorgeous. All right. Next, coming in at number 6 is called Hats Giving. Let's see if we can find some good pictures. Media. Okay. They have partnered with more collection locations, resulting in increased donations. Now that they are collecting thousands of hats each year, hats givings continue to grow and reach more regional children's cancer treatment centers, sending all the wonderful warm hats they have graciously donated. Of course, another place you can donate hats is going to be linked down in the description box below. So the question that I asked you, how do you like to sew like your granny squares or something close together? I hate sewing. So anytime I can crochet something together, if I'm doing granny squares, I am doing like a slip stitch. That's how I sew together. Or if I'm doing something else, I'll do a simple whip stitch. Some people do like the mattress stitch when they do things together. I don't. I can't sew. I do the most simple thing, slip stitching or whip stitch. If you don't know what a whip stitch is, you've probably done it before. It's the simplest thing where you just in, out, in, out, in, I like complete spirally circles over and over again. My sewing skills, they're pretty garbage. Okay, I'm going to start at the bottom and go up. Okay. Lorna B said, do it as I go with either crochet hook or darning needle. I hate saving them until the end. She's talking about weaving in ends. Recollected Good Aida, she uses surface single crochet to connect everything. And that gives it that nice little extra texture to it. And it does look prettier. We'll just call you BJ. I only do giant granny square blankets, one big square, since I don't like joining them together. What I like about granny square blankets, it seemed like it's working up fast. It feels like a fast project until it gets like this big. Then it starts getting a little bit slower, making it the corner, the corner, the corner. But those first like 20 rows go so quick. Granny. Crochet granny squares together by hook in both front hoops. Oh, and in both fronts. Hope you understand. I know exactly what you mean. So usually on one of my last projects I did where I had the right sides facing each other, I would go in the front loop through the front one and a back loop through the back one. If that makes sense. So when you flip it up, it creates the seams are touching. Does that make sense? And the stitch is hidden. That's one of my favorite ways. Denise, sorry I made one granny square blanket. Didn't like doing it. Don't know if I'll do it again. Amen. I haven't done that yet. I use join as you go method. Is that easier? Do you like it? Apparently you like it because you do it. I think I have, oh, we already did that. I think you have too much time in your hands. Did that one. Sarah, mattress stitch for a clean finish or whip for fast. Depending on the pattern, I might also do a decorative join crochet. Nice. I am doing wonderful. I have some wine. Oh, and guys, if you ever like to help support this channel, you can help support by donating. And when you do, the bubbles will go off, the lights will, wait, the bubbles will blow, the lights will go off, and you'll get to spin the wheel of patterns when that happens. Okay. Oh, my man Knit and Crochet Tiger yesterday, TL Yarncraft put up a video with 5 crochet hacks, and one was zigzag join for granny squares. Looked awesome. Ooh, I'm gonna check that out. Nice. All right. Now, I think we caught up almost. Yes. Caitlin, I love it. I did it on my hexacardi. Instead of chaining between clusters, you slip stitch into the corresponding cluster on the opposite side piece, saves time. All right, now I have one more to talk about. If you have anything that you've created and you want to show off, you can email me right now at littlejohnsyarns, is scrolling down at the bottom, at gmail.com and send me what you're working on or your finished objects or projects or whatever. Let me see. It doesn't even have to be crochet. It could be whatever. If you whittle wood or if you do things with leather, if you're a painter, I don't care. Send me an email. We're going to look at it after we go over this next one. Or if you have any Good Samaritan acts you would like to talk about, you can tell me. All right. And our last one is, this is called Hopes for Scarves. Oh, we'll look at this video next afterwards, but Hopes for Scars is a nonprofit organization that focuses on providing hope, support, and encouragement to individuals facing cancer. The organization collects scarves and hats and stories from cancer survivors and sends them to others currently undergoing treatment, along with messages of hope and solidarity. Each scarf comes with a story from the survivor who donated it, sharing this journey and offering inspiration to a recipient. So that's going to be linked down. Let's look at their story.
At Hope Scarves, we are grateful for your help collecting scarves for our scarf collection. We'd like to take a minute and share with you what works best as a Hope scarf. This is a square scarf, ideally 30-inch square or larger. In the oblong size, they're ideally 17 inches wide. We also accept infinity scarves, as well as pre-sewn headscarves and fabric tubes, often known as a buff. What we do not need, although we greatly appreciate your enthusiasm, we do not need knit winter warm neck scarves or hats.
Oh, we'll take this off the list.
Large, thick pashminas or blankets. Thank you so much for your enthusiasm to collect scarves for Hope Scarves.
So I have to go back and take that one off the list. So, but if you still have any other scarves, you can donate to them. So, but I'm going to take that off the list and put it someplace off on my website where you're able to donate. Oh, it's been so long since I had a nice cup of wine. So delicious. All right. The question, I didn't ask any questions. What are you working on? Or email me to show me what you're working on. Ooh, Yoli sent something. I'm going to check it in a second. Sarah, haven't been able to work on any crafty things for 2 weeks. Hold on. I sliced some skin off my thumb. Oh. Sarah, you can't leave us with such a disgusting image and not tell us how did you slice skin off your thumb and index finger? What were you doing I'm trying to think, what were you holding something to hit both these fingers at the same time? They had to be hit at the same time, not the separate time. Ouch. Elaborate, please. Give me the shivvies. All right. While she tells us about that, I'm going to hop into my email and look at some of the things that you guys have been working on. Ooh, slicing fingers. Ugh. Okay. Hexy Grabby Cardi. Disregard last? Okay, I will. Oh, aren't you cute? I love the colors. I wish I could color coordinate. I cannot do it. I need help all the time. This is beautiful. And you look good in it. Oh, and I love your locks. That's beautiful. Okay, Caitlin. Oh, is this the Sonic? How's it coming? Oh, so we still got the eyes to do and the top of the head. It's looking good. Is that the only, yeah. Wait, there's more. I missed one. Ooh, are you having like what's it called? I can't think of it when you sell your stuff at why is my mind going blank? Craft show, craft fair. Is that what these are? These are cute. I bet they'll sell pretty good. Love it. Oh, and that was that last one, the Hexicardi. Okay, crop vest, bucket hat, earrings, water bottle cozy. Let's see. Beautiful. Where did you get your mannequins? Oh, I remember that. What stitch is that? I cannot remember the stitch. I've seen this stitch a million times. It's not just the front post, but it's something else that's done. Tell me the stitch, Gloria. Beautiful. And I like the earrings. Oh, somebody bought a pattern from me. Gloria. Oh, here it is on. Okay. Happy birthday, you. I forgot. Was this your birthday vest? Looking good. Happy 22nd birthday to you. Oh, you're like me. You like to match your fingernails to your outfits. You are cute. Let's see. Oh, can I pronounce your name? Let's see. Enchanson. I hope I said that's right. Is this a little fox? Or this is cute. Or a puppy? I see the ears and the tail. Looks like a foxtail. I love this. Beautiful work. And I love like the 3D effect, how the edging is like the texture. I like that. See what's going on in the comments. Thank you, Alpine. Good girl. Market Festival. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name. Okay, let me pop back in order. Okay, here we go. Knit and Crochet Tiger says, currently, I'm trying to practice making intralic on, oh, thank you, entrelac. Entrelac. You know me. Tunisian crochet. You know I can't pronounce things. Thank you so much for giving me the phonetic spelling because I always ask for it. Sarah says, I was trying to change the blade on a safety razor, single blade and double blade. That's how she cut her my fingers, her thumb and index finger. Just thinking about it gives me heebie-jeebies. Caitlin, I have ADHD, so when I finish a new pattern, I tend to hyper focus. Figured out that if I do that, I can make more stuff for craft shows. Make that money. Yeah, Alpine. Thank you, ladies. It was just like out of my head. Gloria's vest was cute. I could tell from the little ears and the little foxtail. Beautiful work. I loved it. And thank you for sending that to me. Am I missing anybody's comments? All right, I'm going to look one more time because we're about to wrap this up. Checking my inbox. Did anybody send anything? I'll refresh it. Nope. All right, guys. We're going to wrap this up. We hit our hour mark. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream. If you enjoyed yourself, oh wait, Kathleen, I'm not gonna miss you. Alicia, you missed mine. I sent it earlier. You can check again, please. I ain't gonna forget you. Let me check. I missed Kathleen and Yoli's. I'm not gonna do you dirty. There we go. I see him right there. Here we go. Good afternoon, Alicia, Kathleen, and Trey from the Bronx, New York. Trey, the beginner crocheter. First, Trey's whips and finished object, a burgundy and red keychain holder, which is a book. Next, Kathleen's work in progress and finished object is a orange crochet sweater dress. I remember seeing this in my Facebook group for my sister-in-law, Addie. Finally, Trey's cancer scarf with the symbol for cancer. Let's see. There's the book. That is a cute keychain. I seen this in my Facebook group. Beautiful sweater. Gorgeous work. Thank you for sharing. All right, Yoli, almost missed yours. Ruffle bucket granny square hat and granny square top. Beautiful. Love the colors. Is that the yarn? Is that a variegated yarn? That is beautiful. Love this. Beautiful model too. Is that you? Gorgeous. Ooh. Hope I didn't miss anybody else's. Okay, now I officially got everybody's. All right, now we are going to wrap this up. I got you Oh, having problems sending it. I sent last week and today. Please check. Is your name under Granny? What's your name? Your email? Let's see. See if it's under the same. Granny. I'm checking for you. I'm going to spell your name out. Arkue. Arkue. I don't see anything for you. Let me check in my trash or my spam. Nope, I don't see it. What is your email under? I don't want to miss you. Nope. Oh, I don't see it, my dear. I'm so sorry. But if you do send it, I will try to download it, save it, and say send it again or play it up front next week for you. Try to remember that. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me on this live stream, guys. And I guess I will see you all next week. Bye, guys.